Hello, thank you for being in a new video. This time I have the unboxing of the Huawei MatePad Paper. Let's get started. This is a special Huawei tablet that has a glare-free screen. Apparently, that's why in the box we will also find this cloth to clean it. But before we go any further, let me tell you about its price. The price of the basic edition is 8,999 pesos. The reference price in dollars appears on the screen, although remember that the prices here are not the same as over there. And they include the M pencil. In addition, the FreeBot Cinco, and as a bonus, a gift box. There's also the premium package edition, which is worth 12,999 pesos, also including the M pencil, but also the Huawei Nova 11, which is a mid-range device, and a gift box. So, without a doubt, it's very interesting, the whole package. Now let me take the rest out of the box. I've already got this tablet here in my hands, and immediately you notice this anti-reflective finish that it has on the front. It's a very different screen. Let me bring up another traditional tablet so you can see how they look very different. Look at the difference. It's amazing how they can achieve this anti-reflective finish. Although there are other manufacturers that have used it on laptops, but I haven't seen it on touchscreen laptops. What's new here is that the finish is very close to a matte finish, but you still have all the touch interaction without any problems. So, without a doubt, that is an important attraction for those who are looking for a tablet that wants to use it more in environments where there is a lot of light behind it and it can be very uncomfortable to use. Here it's definitely going to be a very positive experience. Let's turn it on and see what else comes in the box. But first I want to show you that on the back we have a full metal finish, as we are accustomed to Huawei. Well, being a review unit, in this case here should come the manuals, but they were not sent to me. I insist, it is a review unit. And here we have the charging cable that comes from USB-A to USB-C. A simple cable, not much gauge, so I think the charging is not going to stand out much. But let me see what the power of the charger is anyway. Here we have the charger box, and yes, it looks like a very tiny charger, but Huawei already considers it supercharged. It's 22.5 watts. In the review, I'll tell you how long it takes to charge, so you'll have more information on that. But for now, it looks like that will be all that comes here in the box. So, let me put everything away and get back with you for more details on the tablet. The tablet is already configured, and now let me tell you first impressions of everything, because I found the screen very spectacular for not having reflections, although I must tell you that it has a certain texture as some micrograins that can be appreciated. So, for those who are looking for the ultimate viewing experience in image quality, you will not find it here because it still has little contrast compared to what other screens offer. However, as I said, for those who are looking for a screen that allows them to work comfortably in a brightly lit environment, it will definitely help them a lot. That's why I like that Huawei offers both options, because this tablet, with virtually the same specs you could find in a traditional form factor, without this matte finish. The tablet is 6.85 millimeters thick, weighs 499 grams, and as the name suggests, it's 11.5 inches diagonally. It seems to me that at the beginning of the video I told you it was MatePad paper, but it is actually MatePad 11.5 PaperMatte. The MatePad paper is another product that I loved, but it is not available in Mexico and many other countries, in case you didn't know. This screen has a refresh rate of 120 Hz and even feels a bit smoother to the touch than traditional screens. It offers us IPS technology and a resolution of 2200 by 1440 pixels. So also in its specifications, I think it's a good screen. The front camera is 8 megapixels. It offers us f2.2 aperture and it's a fixed focus lens. Notice how wide this lens is. This is a picture with your arms outstretched, so that's about as wide as you could get. Here I have it at a normal distance with the arms slightly flexed. And here I took a video just for you to see, because it's a camera that you're generally going to use for video calls, and I think it does very well in that regard. On the back we have the 13 megapixel camera with f1.8 aperture autofocus, although you know I don't pay that much attention to tablet cameras. Generally these cameras are going to be used to scan a document, and unfortunately in this case does not bring the scanner mode. So I think that's an important point of improvement, although obviously you can download some other scanner application, but if I would like the same native application to bring the function. And speaking of applications, remember that through App Gallery you will be able to download the applications you need. The experience may be a little different from what you would find in Android apps, so pay attention. As soon as you enter App Gallery, it will give you some suggestions. Personally, I don't want to install any of them, so I'm going to uncheck all of these. Let's set it to skip. It's likely that App Gallery will also throw you some updates. And from here, I could install YouTube, for example. Let's set it to install. It's going to immediately install Gbox as well, which is the wizard that you need to run these Google apps. So let's wait for it to finish, and I'll get back to you. That's it. It actually took about 5 seconds. I'm going to set it to open, and the first time you open YouTube, you're probably going to get a system bounce like that because it's just finishing installing Gbox. But now, yes, the second or first time you open it will take a few seconds more, and after this initial configuration, the following times it will not take so long to open this application. So let's wait a little bit for it to finish, and I'll get back to you. That's it. It took maybe 10 seconds, and that's it. We have access to everything to do with YouTube. We're going to look here for my channel, and we've got it set up. We can start watching videos over here, no problem. Likewise, you could get to install Gmail or some other Google applications, although you saw yourself that the way it works may be slightly different. But it seems that through Gbox, Huawei has solved several of its problems. The only detail that I have with Gbox is that I do not know which developer is because it is not official Huawei. Therefore, if you are one of those who care a lot about the security of your account or privacy, I recommend that you put here some alternative account because it will let you log in and all this. But at least I still can't bring myself to put the personal account. So watch as I'm just finishing installing Google, and that's it. I'm going to open it again. The first time you run this application, it may take a little bit longer, and then we have it. Here it's actually telling us if we want to log in, and this is where it launches the process for you to put in your password and your account. This part is where I still would not dare to put my personal account, but you can perfectly log in with an alternative account that you can create. Through the web browser, you can also use other Google services in case you do not want to install the applications through Gbox. Then here we can also log into youtube.com and start our session as we usually start it. Let's search for Isa Marcial, and that's it. Here we can see all the content. Then through this web browser, I can load the desktop view with this button, and it's gonna load just like it loads when you open Google on your laptop. Here you have access to Google Drive, to Gmail, and everything you want. This is how the system works inside Huawei. It's worth making the clarification that even though there are more and more apps available in the App Gallery, some connected to Gbox, you might still face some complications with specific apps that are not available here. So it is not impossible to install them, but it will take you a more complex process. That's why I still recommend this tablet for the more tech enthusiasts, or if you have an acquaintance who likes to move everything here, it might help you out. But if you're a more basic user, maybe Huawei's devices are still not an ideal choice for you, unless all the apps you're going to use, you see that they are in the App Gallery. In fact, as you saw, there is a very good variety already available. And finally, we see the benchmark result of its processor. We are talking about the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1, and therefore gives us considerably high scores, which for the price range I think is very good. You're going to find very few tablets on the market in this price range that have a processor this powerful. So I really like the proposal. I repeat, I do not think it is for everyone because the installation of applications, especially the less known or popular ones, could become a little more complex, but personally I liked it. Anyway, in the review I will tell you many more details about the operation of this tablet. For the moment we have reached the end of this video. If you liked it, you know you can tell us about it, and we'll see you next time.